Hey everybody, I'm the Bat Otter, and I'm coming at you with the second half of Volume 11 of Berserk. I've been waiting for this moment since like Volume 9. It's the One Piece arc. We're in Berserk is One Piece now. Okay, this is cool. I liked everything about this. This whole One Piece arc that we got, I love it. I hate One Piece. One Piece is annoying. The art style is at best. It's about friendship, and I think that's just for kids. Uh, this. What more can I gesture? It's great. You have Azan training with Isidro. They have some funny shenanigans that are building them as characters, showing that Isidro is growing, he is having more fun, and he is adapting to the situation that they're in. We have can't show that. We have Farnese learning how to be a witch. I always enjoy the rhythm that these pages create and their exploration of abstract concepts and being able to illustrate those. I love what Miura is doing with the screen tones. It looks like the ink wash kind of style. They're going back through past memories. Shiark is kind of reflecting and growing as her character, changing, becoming something better, as is Farnese, as she's learning more and more about the spirit world. Guts is recovering on the ship, and we get these really, really nice character moments that I do feel are driving the story forward. Unlike previous moments where they just felt like they were there, out of place. Guts is looking, and again, consequences for everything that they do. His vision is fading. He's concerned about it, and he's worried that he's not going to be able to hold it together. He's talking with Roderick, and I really do like Roderick as a character. He seemed like a very two-dimensional character when they first introduced him, but the way that he's able to interact with the rest of the gang and mesh with the group very well and naturally is very cool. Maybe it's because he's not there that much. I think that's definitely a big part of it, is that Miura isn't forcing him in. He approaches Guts as, "Boss Guts, hello, like what's this, what's that?" And Guts is telling him. And he feels like a new character, not like a new gimmick or new thing that Miura throws into as like a carrot on the stick to keep you reading, but as a new fresh character that will add to the story overall. And he's providing the ship for them. There's a reason behind everything, right? Guts goes to save Casca, and in another kind of symbolic moment, Casca falls into the water, and it brings up a good point here in a second. But Guts goes to save her, reaches out his left arm, and she falls right through his hands because it's a metal hand that's magnetic. It can't actually grip. I think that is something that is overlooked throughout some of the story, where Guts is using it so much to just wield his sword that you forget, oh wait, that's all it can really do. So of course Casca slips through, and without a second thought, Guts dives right in with his injuries, is able to save her, pull her out of the water. But he says, this has happened before. They save her, put her up on the boat, and Guts falls back down into the water. And the water is, I think, symbolic of Guts losing his sanity. It's a nice little bit of symbolism. Since they're going sailing, you might as well use every aspect of it, because you saw that earlier in the story whenever Guts first fought one of those whales, where he was talking about the abyss that was the ocean. So I think as we get further into this arc, Guts is going to further struggle against the Beast of Darkness, right? And we even see more of that later in one of his nightmares. And he's falling, and he says, "Left arm is too heavy." Now I remember. Where's the dialogue? "Anytime she and I stand next to water, nothing good ever comes of it." And it shows you all these moments when Casca jumps off, whenever she falls off because she was sick, whenever he's caring for her in the waterfall, bittersweet, painful memories of distant days. But at the end, it's always... And it takes you back to the eclipse, and it's this nice little thing here. It's the eye from the Beast of Darkness with the eclipse right in the center. And I'm noticing a lot of nostalgia in this part of the story, a lot of reflection, and a lot of tying back into very old moments from the story. Now, of course, Guts gets saved. Shiark goes in there to restore him, and Guts says, "I'd forgotten it's just a lump of iron I attached so I could beat up my enemies. She slipped right through. I guess even if you force back what was lost, it still won't be the way that it was." And it's nice pieces of dialogue. it's nice to see these characters as breathing individuals as well as narrative points, because obviously that's most likely alluding to Casca getting her memories back. Even if you force back what was lost, it's still not going to be the same. And I think that's going to carry a lot of weight moving forward. Miura obviously put that in there for a reason. And as Shierk is healing him, she's thinking about her own relationship with Guts and how it's growing, and they're growing closer as well, because she has that little crush on him. And a lot of people think that's weird. I don't think it's too weird, just because it doesn't seem like it's romantic. It's just a kid having a crush on somebody, and I think people who think that's weird are thinking too much about it. So we get a scene with Farnese and Casca that I can't show because they're naked. But all in all, Farnese just freaks out. Seems like she has a thing for Guts as well. She's like, it's not fair, it's not fair. He gets so wounded for you. He almost dies for you so often, and this is how you treat him. And you don't even know any better. And it's a emotional moment. All the characters are growing closer together. We get No Brain the pirate attacking us for a very, very cool ship battle going on with cannon fire and these huge, larger-than-life panels of the boats sailing and again, cannon fire, all these different things. Really excellent shots. Guts has the nightmare of the Beast of Darkness. The darkness is like that witch. She might think that she has you, but for now I'm going to conserve my energy, restrain, and someday I'm going to break back out. Guts wakes up from it, kind of freaking out. And, I mean, look at that. If that isn't illustrating despair and fright and dread, I mean, the way that Miura has grown as an artist up until this point, in every regard, is nothing short of excellent and nothing short of top-tier illustration and storytelling. Even in this book that I wasn't as entertained with, I still thoroughly enjoyed the entire thing. We get a scene between Farnese and Roderick. Roderick is like, I envy the guy because everybody seems to have a thing for him. And he says, luck of the wounded. And Farnese is still struggling to find her place. And with the way that she was in the very beginning, she's still going towards that flame, right? That part of her character is still there. The core part is still there. She's still searching. And she's looking for that reassurance. She always needs that kind of pat on the back. Hey, listen, you're good. It's all right. Everything's okay. You belong here. And Roderick even senses the same thing. He says, isn't it because you're responsible for that girl that they're able to rampage freely the way that they do? And she clasps her jacket because Casca is one of the first people that she's selflessly cared about. And he says, from that perspective, aren't you the one for whom they're most thankful? After all, Guts is the boss, and he trusts you with what seems to be most important for him. And he's like, ooh, might not have been the most reassuring thing. And she's like, hey, yeah, you're right? And we get a closing scene and a callback to the old stuff way back in the golden age of Guts staying up. And this could also be Guts staying up because he doesn't want to experience those nightmares anymore. Still struggling to sleep at night. And then we go back to this boring dribble. Sir Owen, one of the sirs, decides to escape and get everybody free of the Holy Kingdom. Ganishka is having a middle-life crisis and wants to become a super apostle, and does. And it says, from the bowels of the astral world comes something unbelievably sinister. And they escape. We get some Kushan's shenanigans. They return to the Band of the Hawk, the newly formed Band of the Hawk. Let's see. Griffith is on his horse, as usual. Excellent shot here. Lots of excellent... by the way, I'm skipping over incredible pieces of artwork and what some might say are very important pieces of storytelling. I just don't care. We get Cthulhu. He's risen. Now, I could stare at this probably for days. It's breathtaking. It's priceless. It's beautifully ominous. It portrays everything perfectly. It's gorgeous, honestly. And that's all I have to say about that. We're back on the boat, and the people on the boat are like, hey, the Behelit looks a little funny. And there's doom and gloom on the horizon. Ganishka, in his midlife crisis, decides to hurt the people he cares most about, as most people do, and stomps. And he says, ooh, look at the red roses. Look at the flowers. And they're like, the Band of the Hawk? isn't seriously gonna fight that guy, is he? And Griffith is like, how many shots of these of Griffith do we have? I think we have too many. Miura, stop it. Stop. Look, another one. It's almost the same thing. And look, guys, I'm not kidding. Look at the front. Where is it? I know it's somewhere around here. Is it that one? No, that's here. I can go. This one's actually really good. Here it is. Like, listen. I get it. Really do. But how many times are you gonna do this? How many covers do we have that are just like this? How many shots in the book are just that Griffith on a horse? I'm telling you, it's the winter is coming from Game of Thrones or whatever writer that is all over again. It's that episode of South Park. When is winter coming? Oh, it's coming soon. It's frustrating. That's my thoughts on that. Yeah, so be sure to subscribe. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. Buy my book on Gumroad. It's $5. The Pigeon Queen, 8 pages, 2 pages of cover. One of them is colored. The other one isn't. Go check that out. Tell me what you guys think of this volume, and you'll see the next volume, in like a month or something. Who knows? I'm going to try to do some more art breakdowns until then. I'm going to try to review some more comic books, maybe talk about some topical things. Get a little bit better at video editing so I can give you guys more of me, because I know how much you guys love me. Other than that, hope you guys aren't as sick as I am. Check out my book. Like I said, links are in the description. And be sure to have a very nice day.